Footballer Nation, welcome to a special episode of Footballers Anonymous, hosted by Mr. Electric himself, me, Alex, the Billsaholic. Joining us today is our usual.
I'm Carson, and today I am a Cougarsaholic because BYU is 8-0, and that's pretty cool. But I'm still a Cardsaholic.
And I'm Ian, the Bearsaholic. Yeah.
Today we have, obviously, I said a special episode. It's going to be mid-season predictions, but before we do that, let's roll the intro.
Hey, Footballer Nation, what's going on? It's Carson here with another disclaimer for you. This is a very special episode where we're going to be predicting the rest of the NFL season, like Alex is getting into. We do recommend that if you are listening on the podcast format, while you will still be able to get all the information and enjoy it just as much, you want a little bit of extra visual aid, check out the video version on our YouTube. We'll have a bracket up the entire time that you can follow along with, which should hopefully be helpful for you. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and we're going to be rolling right through this in a minute. But today, we're going to be going through the rest of the NFL season, starting with the Thursday night football game between the Bengals and Ravens, predicting all of it, including the playoffs. And yeah, so how this is going to work, I think it's pretty simple. We're going to look at a game. We're each going to take our picks on it, and the 2-1 majority will get the vote, and that's how we'll go across this. Another thing I want to add is that we will be trying to go for upsets because we're cool like that at Footballers Anonymous, and we're going to make it interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anything else anyone wants to add?
No. This is going to be fire.
It's going to be fun.
We've already posted our predictions of our teams. This is just more so for the greater scope of things. So just strap in. Let's go.
We promise that we won't put the Colts at the 1 seed. Trust.
Is that even
Yeah.
possible? Is that even possible at this point?
Well, we did it last time, so.
I mean, they could go 12-5 if the Chiefs lose 5 games, and it is possible. It's just not plausible, especially when the Bills beat them this Sunday. For those of you who can't see, I am dressed up. I'm in my suit and tie. As long as I got my suit and tie, I'm gonna be hosting the Footballers Anonymous thing in style.
Oh
We
yeah,
got it going for y'all.
Mr. Electric is looking fly.
Still
Absolutely.
repping the Bears, by the way. Still repping the Bears.
The Bills.
Yeah.
So we're starting off with week 10. I think we're gonna be a little bit more in depth for week 10, just because it's the one that's right around the corner, and the rest of it's really speculation. But I want to hear what y'all think about the Bengals-Ravens game.
I still think the
Give me the
Ravens take
Ravens.
this.
It's going to be the Ravens. With the changes they've made and Derrick Henry being on a tear still, it's going to be the Ravens.
Yeah.
I agree. And the Bengals really need it too, but yeah. Chiefs-Broncos.
I'll take the Broncos.
I'm gonna take the Broncos. Yeah.
I'll trust you, Alex, and this time I'm taking the Broncos over the Chiefs.
This is a good upset.
Partly because I want the Chiefs to lose, but also because
Yeah.
I'm trusting you here.
Good.
Yeah, I think we can take the Bills over the Colts.
Bills over the Colts. Yep, Bills over.
I
Colts.
know I took them in my mid-season Bills predictions, but they looked bad last week, and I didn't mean it.
Oh.
Titans-Chargers. The Titans are bad.
It just depends on whether Will Levis starts or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very true.
Do we have
I
any
think the Chargers though.
information on that?
No, I was trying to find that out the other day. There's nothing. They're being very quiet.
We'll assume he starts the week after this one.
Okay, we can assume
Just-
that.
I think the Bears are going to win.
The Bears are gonna beat the
Bears
Patriots.
will beat the Patriots, and they're going to lose everything else. But we'll get into that.
This one's an interesting one, though.
Okay, Commanders
This is gonna take a
Steelers.
little bit. This is gonna take a little bit.
I think I'm going to pick the Steelers here because I think they have made both of these teams have made some very good moves, which we talked about yesterday. But I think the Steelers have probably made the better moves. Also, Russ just looks absolutely incredible, and it's past midseason Cliff Kingsbury So a
The other
collapse
thing,
is inevitable.
the other thing I did want to note, the Steelers are coming off the bye. Um,
Yes.
so just to note for y'all, means they're coming off the bye, the black one. This means they're coming off a Thursday night football like mini bye type deal, so they have extra rest. The red ones,
Oh, that's kind
but
of cool.
yeah,
Alex, what are your thoughts on this game?
I'm kind of torn, but I think I'm leaning the Steelers.
I'm kind of leaning Commanders, but I'm open to the thought of the Steelers winning.
Yeah,
It's going to be a very offensive battle, I think, but I do think as of now, the Steelers might have the better defense because they just made a big move with Preston Smith, and while the Commanders did make a big move with Marshawn Lattimore, uh, I think the Steelers' offense might be too much. So I think I'm going to go with the Steelers here over the
admittedly, the
Commanders.
Commanders being close with the Giants and the Bears and like back-to-back weeks doesn't. It's giving me the edge towards the Steelers. No offense to the Bears, but yeah. Um, Vikings, Jags.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
going to take
taking
the
the
Vikings.
Vikings. I think they're going to bounce back here.
This one.
Okay, look, Cardinals Jets. Okay, in my delusional Cardinals fan video, I did have the Cardinals taking the Jets because they are obviously the favored team here. However, this is a very easy trap game because it's Aaron Rodgers against the Cardinals in the regular season. And we all know what happens with Aaron Rodgers against the Cardinals in the regular season. It's never good. I'm predicting this is going to be our trap game. We are going to, and I'm also jumping a little bit ahead with this, but we are going to lose a close game with the Jets, go on to the bye, and then have an incredible upset against the Minnesota Vikings off the bye.
That's funny because I completely agree with you.
So I'm going to take the Jets here. Obviously not hoping this happens, but this is going to be my Cardinals upset game for sure.
I agree.
I love how I can talk about teams upsetting the Cardinals.
Yeah, right. Like
This is so
that's
fun.
I love being a good team like that. Y'all are starting to finally experience like the. It's such a fun
I haven't
thing.
felt this since 2021.
We're taking the Lions, right?
The
Correct. The
Lions over
Lions
the
are going to
Texans?
maul the Texans, correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Dolphins, Rams. Now this is a case I want to kind of make here. I think the Dolphins are going to win this game.
Hmm.
Me personally, I think I'm going to take the Rams still.
Uh,
I think them being at 2-6 and absolutely desperately needing a win is a good case, along with the fact that they almost beat Buffalo.
I can actually see that. Yeah, I'll go with the Dolphins on this one for a bit of an upset.
Giants, Panthers, and Munich.
Giants.
Give me the Panthers.
Hmm.
Ooh,
I think they're hot right now, and
well,
they're hot for Panther standards. Okay,
that's
they
true,
just
but
beat a bad team, and they're going against another fairly bad team in Germany, which is technically a home game for them. So
true.
I'm going to put it as a Panthers W.
I don't know.
I will say the Giants are coming off of a pretty hot game against the Commanders, in
I
which
was
they
gonna.
barely lost.
They
So,
also barely lost to the Steelers.
yeah,
I'm taking the Giants.
Okay,
Um, Falcons, Saints. I'm taking
resounding
pick the
Falcons.
Falcons and go.
resounding Falcons, yep.
49ers, Buccaneers. This one's actually a really interesting one. Both these teams are heavily injured, but they're both sleeper teams right
This
now.
is one of our games of the week.
What I'll
Um,
say about this game is if McCaffrey comes back, I think the Steelers are going to win, but if McCaffrey is not back in this game, I'm going to
the
take the
Niners.
Bucks.
You said the Steelers.
My fault.
Yeah, McCaffrey is a big factor.
I think if McCaffrey comes back, I think just to make sure that he's healthy, I think he's going to be. I don't want to say
Alright.
have a slow start, but I don't think they're going to push a heavy run game on CMC's first game back after that surgery.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to
taking
take Tampa.
They're 4-5. They shouldn't really be 4-5. I feel like they're gonna need this game. I don't see them dropping to 4-6.
Yeah, no.
Eagles, Cowboys. I'm taking the Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles. Saquon's
Okay.
a beast.
Only thing to note is Cooper Rush is starting, so he's 5-1.
Eagles.
Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys. Cooper Rush. I think Cooper Rush will have an amazing debut against the Eagles, who are a
You
slightly
know what?
fraudulent team,
For the,
and then fall off again.
for the memes, I'm taking the Cowboys.
No way. This is about
Yes.
credibility and ownership.
Yes. Hey, we said we would pick upsets.
We
Some of
would
our
pick
picks might be a
upsets.
little
This isn't even an
crazy.
upset. This is a flaw in the system.
They do
You know
not
what
have
else we have
that
in our
Fana.
system? We have our fan in our system.
It's
It's
true.
trust.
All right.
All right. Um, actually, I lied. I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Thank you.
Oh,
The reason
wow.
is because I'm jumping to Texans Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys there.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay. All right, so we're in week 11 now, and
Yes.
we'll pick up the pace with these predictions a little bit since we're past our first week.
Texans Cowboys. I know I'm going to Monday Night Football immediately, but I'm taking the Cowboys just because of the Cooper Rush thing.
Yeah, I'll take the
I still
Cowboys.
think the Texans. I still think the Texans will take it.
I just think Cooper Rush has to have at least one good game, and both the Eagles and the Texans are good teams for that to happen with. So if we don't pick the Eagles, then I'm gonna say it's against the Texans.
Speaking of the Eagles, on Thursday Night Football, it's Commanders at Eagles, which is going to be an insane game for like divisional stakes.
Give me the Eagles there. They have
I
they have
think
home field
Commanders.
advantage.
I think the Commanders might win this battle.
Yeah.
Also, the Commanders' run defense is not it, and Saquon is just
That's-
another. He's just another human being.
I don't know. I don't.
And the Eagles
but
the
the-
Eagles are at home on prime time. That's a big
but the Eagles
advantage.
don't have a great pass defense.
Yeah. It's going to be a shootout either way, and I honestly think it's going to be the Commanders. I don't see
Okay.
the Eagles going 8-2. Packers Bears.
Packers.
Packers.
Okay.
It's gonna be Packers.
Seahawks 49ers. I'm taking the Niners.
Me too.
McCaffrey.
I'm
will be
taking
back.
I'm taking the Niners. McCaffrey will be back and more healthy. Definitely.
Seahawks continuing to fall. Falcons Broncos is an interesting one.
I'm taking the Falcons. I think it's
I'm
pretty
taking the
straightforward
Falcons.
for me.
Okay.
It'll be close. It'll be close though. But the
Yeah,
Broncos just had an upset against the Chiefs last week, so yeah, I'm putting the Falcons up.
We need to discuss Lions Jaguars.
No.
Lions.
Okay. Rams at Patriots. I especially because we took the Dolphins.
Yeah,
over
no,
the
we're
Rams.
taking the Rams.
Rams.
Browns at Saints is like an awful tank bowl, and I'm taking the Browns.
I'm taking the Browns.
Vikings at Titans.
Vikings. The
Vikings.
Vikings are
Well-
going to win a good couple.
Will Levis will be back, but the Vikings. are gonna win that.
No, yeah, the Vikings are going to win that. And we're going to get some great memes from it.
Raiders at Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Taking Miami.
I'm taking Miami there.
I think Miami is unfortunately going to surge a little bit. Not enough to win the division, but Ravens at Steelers.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
I'm
They're at
taking the
home.
Ravens. I'm taking the Ravens.
The reason I'm taking
The Ravens
I think
always
the-
play so weirdly in divisional games, and this is in
The Ravens
Pittsburgh.
the Ravens are really bad versus the Steelers. Like really bad.
They
and
are
the
for no
Steelers-
reason. Divisional matchups are always weird, and this one, Steelers are at home. If this were at the bank, I'd maybe pick differently, but give me
I
the
think
Steelers.
that's what I'm going to end up doing is picking the Ravens in the later match.
I
Yeah,
can respect it.
I'm taking the Bengals over the Chargers.
I am as well.
I think the Chargers will take it, but
See, I want to agree, but I feel like the Bengals are gonna need it more in that situation, and it's gonna count. I think the Bills are beating the Chiefs, but I'll let y'all figure it out.
Okay, here's my issue
I
with that.
personally
I-
want to take the Chiefs, to be completely honest.
This is the
See, I have an
regular
issue here. I have an issue here because it is the Bills against the Chiefs in the regular season. But the issue is the Chiefs just had their upset game last week against the Broncos. I don't see them losing 2 in a row. And for that reason, I am picking the Chiefs, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills win, but I'm going to take the Chiefs just because if our predictions are right, they'll be coming off a bit of an upset game by the Broncos. I don't think they're just going to start collapsing and losing games.
But what this means is that it's gonna flip around this time, and that means because we lose in the regular season, we'll beat them in the playoffs, right?
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Correct.
No.
Okay.
Ian, just say yes and move on. We can talk about it later.
Jets, Colts gonna be awful, and I'm taking the Jets.
I'm taking the
Jets.
Colts. The Jets are going to be on a 3-win streak, and that's not going to happen. I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Jets.
The Jets
Jets
need to
it
be
is.
humbled at some point, but okay.
Week 12, the Jets are on the bye, so they can't be humbled this week. I was about to say this week, but they can't be. Lions at Colts, it's gonna be the Lions.
Yeah, take the Lions.
Can I?
Chiefs at Panthers. Just take the Chiefs. Let's move on.
It's gonna
Can
be
we,
a
can we
bloodbath.
make a justification here?
No.
No, Alex. Move on.
But we're supposed to pick upsets, guys. Okay, yeah,
That's not an upset. That's a flaw in the system, like Ian said.
I know this is gonna sound insane. In this specific scenario, I feel like Steelers Browns is a trap game.
I think the Browns might be able to take this one.
I could go for that.
Do you agree?
We can
Okay,
pick the Browns
I
there.
can see it happening. I can see that upset
a
being
mu-
happening.
It's a Steelers-esque loss because they tend to they will sometimes play down the competition,
Yeah,
like
Okay.
we've seen.
I'm okay with that.
Uh, Texans are gonna bounce back. I think.
Texans, yeah, against the Titans, there's no way.
Are we taking the Dolphins over the Patriots?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Broncos Raiders. I
The
think it's the
Broncos.
Broncos.
The Raiders are such a bad team.
Yeah. Ravens Chargers is interesting.
I'll take the Ravens.
I'll take the
I agree
Ravens
with
just
one
because
of
we
those.
have them coming off of a loss. I think they'll bounce back. But this could be a sneaky good game. Maybe a game
I
of
know
the week
you're-
material.
I know Ian's like they're gonna go 5-12, but this is like Bears win.
No, this is
the
a Vikings
Vikings are
win.
beating the Bears.
They've been very inconsistent lately.
I can see the win happening just with Waldron. I just don't see it happening.
They haven't looked great after the bye, and even this game was like questionable. Obviously, the Lions game was really close, but like besides that, it was like. But are we going Vikings?
I'm taking the Vikings.
Yes.
Okay. Bucks over the Giants, I believe, will happen.
Hear me out. Giants upset.
What do you think, Carson?
That's not realistic here.
I think
No.
it is. Godwin and Evans are both still going to remain injured.
I think Evans will. Well, Evans, I think, is going to come back.
He's
I
not
think
coming back.
so.
I don't think he's back until week 13. That's what the original projection was. So
Okay. So then,
Whether he's back or not, I'm still picking the Bucks.
yeah, I'm taking Tampa.
Obviously, Commanders over Cowboys. Cooper Rush had his good game.
guys, Cooper Rush.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's going to be the Commanders.
look, here's the thing with Cardinals Seahawks. Every single year, we split. Arizona always wins in Seattle, and Seattle always wins in Arizona. So because this is being played in Seattle, I'll take Arizona here.
I agree.
I'll take Arizona too.
And Seattle's on a losing streak. Like, it's just going to continue.
Yeah.
Niners, Packers.
I'm taking the Niners. The Niners are the.
I'm
Packer
taking the
killers.
Niners.
Eagles, Rams. I kind of want to take LA.
I want to
I'll
take LA
Rams
too.
Okay. Cool. Now, here's the funny part. I think the Jets versus Seahawks in week 13. This is the start of week 13. I think this is a Seahawks upset.
I don't even know if I'd call it an upset. I'd just say the
I would say so
Seahawks
either.
are the better team there.
Yeah. I think the Seahawks finally bounce back after like losing like 4 in a row.
Yeah, I can see that.
Commanders, Titans. The Commanders are
Commanders.
Very much so.
Eagles, Ravens.
Definitely Ravens.
Ravens.
Definitely
Ravens
Ravens.
by a fair margin.
Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
The Bills will win on Sunday night. Against the
49ers,
against the
Bills
49ers.
will win.
Dolphins Packers is a weird one.
I might call the Packers or the Dolphins upset, but I'm a
The
little bit
only
biased. I think
reason, the only reason I want to pick the Dolphins upset, but the only reason I'm thinking it won't be is because it's a night game in Lambeau.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Packers here, just because it's night game in Lambeau.
Kind of why I'm only picking the Packers here. Chargers Falcons. I'm taking the Chargers.
I'm
me
taking
too.
the Chargers
I
here.
want, yeah, I want a Chargers to get a good win like that at some point soon.
They need some good wins, and this is a realistic one for them.
Chiefs are beating the Raiders.
Yep.
The Chiefs are beating the Raiders.
I think the Colts Patriots is going to be actually a funnily interesting one, but I think the Colts are going to win that.
I'll take the
Yep.
Patriots there.
I'm taking Colts.
Yeah. Steelers Bengals at this
Uh,
point in the season.
in Cincinnati, I'll
I
take the
want
Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals.
I'll take the Bengals.
Texans Jaguars. This is really funny. I want to take the Jaguars just because it was close last time.
This one's in Jacksonville. I feel like the Texans always beat Jacksonville. I originally had Jacksonville winning the matchup in Houston. Obviously that didn't happen, so I do think they'll take this one just because I still think they will split. So I'm gonna take the Jags
Yeah.
here.
I
But
think the Jag. Well, I think what's going to happen is Doug Peterson's going to be fired by this point, and they'll win some extra games.
Yeah, okay.
Browns Broncos.
I'm gonna
Definitely the
take
Broncos.
Browns. I'm gonna
Okay.
take the Browns.
I take the Broncos.
Um, I'd take the Broncos as well. Bears Lions. Here's the thing.
Lions.
Here's the thing. The
It's
Bears
in
are
Detroit.
okay. That's true. But I think they're splitting.
I don't think
But
they're
I
splitting.
will say, in past seasons, the Bears have been the Lion killers. Um, we always play good games against the Lions, and we usually come away with a lot of those wins. Last year, Thanksgiving obviously being a different story, but this one being in Detroit, and we don't fire our coaches mid-season, I'm pretty sure Lions are going to destroy here. So
Yeah. I will take the Giants over the Cowboys, though.
I'm taking the Cowboys over the Giants.
No, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh, well, it is
Cardinals.
Thanksgiving, so. Cardinals will upset the Vikings here for sure.
I agree.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
think the Vikings are gonna finish a little on the slower side.
They will.
I'm taking the Rams over the Saints.
The Rams over the
Agreed.
Saints, and the Bucks over the Panthers.
Okay.
This is not an upset that will
No.
happen. Okay, week
I'm taking-
14.
Jags over the Titans.
Jags over the Titans. No, I'm going to take
Yeah.
the Titans. They haven't won in
I'll
a
take the
hot
Jags.
second.
I'll take the Jags.
Well, okay, we took the Browns last time, so I think we have to take the Steelers this time.
Yes, in that matchup,
This
I'll
one
take
being
the
in
Steelers.
Pittsburgh, yeah, I'm taking the Steelers.
Jets Dolphins.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
That's a really interesting one. I think I will.
They're
too.
going to be much more healthy now, the Dolphins. I can see it.
I want to take the Chargers over the Chiefs.
This one, honest. Do we know if this is Sunday night or is it?
I can
Um,
check. I can check.
it
I
is.
got it.
This one's
It is.
Sunday night. Sunday night in Kansas City.
Assuming it
Give me
doesn't
the
get.
Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers there.
The
That's a
Chiefs
good
are going
game.
to lose some games coming down the stretch. I think Tampa's going to beat Vegas.
Agreed.
Yep.
Evans will be back by this point.
I'm going to take the Bills. But
I'm going to
Hear me
take the
out.
Bills
I
over
want
the
to take the
Rams.
Rams. I kind of want to take the Rams. I think that'll be an upset game, but I think it's more likely the Bills will win. I just kind of want to go for the upset there.
I'm still going for the Rams there. Or not the Rams, the Bills there.
We're going for the Bills.
I don't
Here's-
I don't think
If we
the
take
Rams are complete
Rams-
enough.
I don't think the Bills are losing to the Rams and the Lions back to back.
No. And I think the Bills are going to lose to the Lions, so I'm giving them the win against LA.
I'm taking the Bengals over the Cowboys.
I agree.
Yep.
I'm taking the Lions over the Packers.
Yeah,
I
again.
Falcons Vikings. I'm taking the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons too.
Taking the
Kirk
Falcons.
Cousins revenge game in Minnesota. I'm taking the Falcons.
The Vikings are going to be falling off at this point.
We got a tank bowl here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Saints at the Giants.
I'm gonna take the Saints. They should be more healthy by this point.
I'm gonna just give the Saints a pity win. That's the only reason I have for picking them is a pity win.
Yeah. The Eagles are beating the Panthers. Next
Yep.
question.
Yep. This is
Seahawks
this is
Cardinals is
in
the next.
Arizona, so if the trend continues, Seattle wins. But also, Arizona is going to be on a pretty hot win streak here. So
I think for the sake of the split,
I still pick the Cardinals, especially being at home. They should have the advantage. They just never do for some reason. But like last season, it was an extremely close game. The only reason they lost in Arizona was because the Cardinals had a game-winning field goal on the last week of the NFL season, and if they had hit that, they would have moved back several picks. So Matt Prater had to miss that field goal and lose them the game to get us Marvin Harrison. So really, we should have won in Arizona last year. So I'm going to say that we're finally going to do it this year, and I'll pick Arizona. But
I'm gonna take Seattle. I think y'all are gonna split.
Yeah, I agree. Bears at Niners.
I'm gonna take the Niners.
definitely the
I
Niners.
know I know the Bears are kind of the Bears have done a very good job of beating the Niners in recent years, but I'm still gonna take the Niners this year.
Yeah, me as well. All right,
Um,
week. Is this really week 15? Wow. Okay.
Dolphins at Texans.
Give me the Texans
All right,
in
I'll
Houston.
take. Um, hear me out. I think the Titans beat the Bengals in an
I was gonna
upset.
say the same thing. I
Yeah,
think
this
be a
is
big
gonna be
upset game
the
right here.
this is going to be the Will Levis
Will
game.
Levis, not revenge game. Legacy game.
The Will Levis
Yeah,
legacy game. Yeah, for sure.
Jets at Jaguars. I'm
I'll
taking.
take the Jags.
Thank you. I was saying I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
the
the Jags.
Jags. The
I'm
Chiefs are
taking
gonna
the
beat the
Chiefs.
Browns.
Agreed.
I'm taking the Broncos or the Colts.
I agree.
Yes.
I am taking the Raven. Well, okay. So
No,
it's
the
No,
Ravens
funny.
over the
the
Giants.
So
Ravens
I
are
No.
beating the
know
Giants.
what is funny though. The only NFC team Lamar has lost to is the Giants.
That is true. That is true.
This is this. It would be really funny if he just lost his only NFC losses, and there were two of them were both to the Giants in New York.
It would be
I'm still
funny,
taking the
but
Ravens though.
it's still the Ravens.
Bucks at Chargers. I want to take the.
I want to take the Chargers, honestly, but I think it's more
I
likely the Bucks.
also want to take the Chargers, so I'm going to. I'm going to take the
Okay.
Chargers.
Cardinals and Patriots.
The Cardinals are going to win this.
It's gonna be the Cardinals, but
It's
part
in
of me wants to say
Arizona.
part of me wants to say the Patriots upset, but I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals
Bills.
they've already had a terrible upset. They've already had so many bad games this season. I'm going to see them cleaning up the last couple weeks for sure.
Bills. Lions.
Lions.
Honestly, here's what I'm gonna say. I think the Bills could upset here. I see it being a possibility. Right now we have the Lions at 12-1. I don't
That's
think
what I'm
they're gonna.
thinking.
I don't think they're gonna go through the season with one loss. Um, so I do kind of want to take the Bills in an upset here. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with right now.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick the Bills, and I'm gonna run with that.
That's crazy. I can't agree with that one. I'm sorry.
Steelers. Eagles. I in this
Steelers.
situation, I'm taking the Eagles.
Definitely Steelers.
I'm gonna take the Eagles too.
Okay. Falcons. Raiders. This would be the
Falcons.
most. This would be the funniest Falcons loss ever after beating the Vikings.
It's gonna be the Falcons.
Carson, what do you think?
Again, the Raiders are just such a horrible team.
The Raiders are just so bad, but I'm going to take them.
Let's go.
I'm going to take them.
We're taking the Raiders over the Falcons for the fun. Rams at Niners is gonna be really interesting at this point in the season. Like this is an important game. I think the team that loses is it's Thursday night too. I think the team that loses is gonna be like not out of contention, but like it's gonna be tough to climb in with how competitive the NFC is.
I think this one's gonna be a really good game. Um,
Purely because it's in San Fran and they're going to be much healthier now, I'm going to pick San Fran.
yeah, I agree with that take.
Okay. Commanders, I think, are gonna absolutely wash the Saints. Marshawn Lattimore return game.
Yeah.
I agree with that one.
The Cowboys at the Panthers.
Okay, the
Cowboys are
command
gonna win.
the Cowboys are going to win, but
It's
I'm
gonna be
picking the
close.
Panthers anyways. I'm picking the
I'm taking
Panthers
the.
anyways.
I think the Seahawks actually beat the Packers.
I would love to see that. So I think I'm going to agree.
I disagree, but I can see it. So,
The Bears at the Vikings. I want to take the Bears again, but I don't think you're gonna let me.
Not in
nope.
US Bank. Not
Nope.
in US Bank Stadium. It's gonna be the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Why do we? Ugh.
It's Monday Night
Wait, wait,
Football.
wait, 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 wait. It is Monday Night Football. But they don't have
That's
Kirk Cousins at quarterback, so never mind.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind. It's
it's the
Kirk Cousins.
Vikings.
Browns at Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals.
Yes.
Agreed.
They need the wins. They're down a lot. Texans, Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs.
Agreed.
Yeah.
With the way the Texans are currently playing, if it was the last year Texans, I probably would have taken Texans. But with how they're playing this year, I'll take the Chiefs.
Steelers, Ravens. This time I'm taking the Ravens.
This
Yeah,
time
and
I'm
both of them
taking
I'm
the
taking the
Ravens.
Ravens.
Steelers are actually on a losing streak, which is interesting. The Titans and the Colts.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll also
I
take the
agree.
Titans.
The Patriots and the Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
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 I'm taking the Chargers over the Broncos.
Yep.
I am as well.
I'm taking the Jaguars over the Raiders.
Yep.
Yes.
Because we keep
You guys are giving the Jags way too much credit. But it's
They're
okay.
playing really bad teams down the stretch.
They really are. What if we? I don't think we're wrong in taking them over the Titans, Jets, and Raiders.
I don't think they're gonna get all three. But that's
I
okay.
don't think their
That's
team.
fine.
I think their team is better than they are record wise, and it's just a coaching issue and a Lawrence
Yes,
issue.
but I don't think
So,
they're that good, but it's fine.
Rams at Jets. I'm taking the Rams.
Mm, I think the Jets could upset here.
I think this would be a good upset to happen in New York.
That's true.
I can see that, Ian. I'll take it.
Niners at Dolphins.
I
I'll
also
take the
wanted to call
Niners.
this an upset, but I'm not gonna do two NFC West upsets in 1 week. So
Yeah.
definitely the Niners.
Lions at Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
In Chicago,
I'll give the Bears a win.
okay, well then I'm gonna say the Lions, but
We're taking the Bears.
You just want the Bears to be 5-12.
they're going to be 5-12. It's not that I want them to be, it's that they're going to be.
Giants at Falcons.
Maybe the Falcons.
Yeah. Eagles at Commanders the second time around. I'm taking.
Listen, I think the Eagles. I think because it's the second time, I'm
Yes,
going to take the Eagles.
Okay.
I agree with that. Also, at a crucial point where the Eagles need that to have a chance at the division. Cardinals are going to beat the Panthers.
They
Yep.
better. I'm gonna be there.
The Vikings and the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks.
What are the Vikings at right now? 10-4. I think the Seahawks take this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
In Seattle, yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna stick with the Seahawks.
I don't like that, but yeah.
I think the Cowboys upset the Buccaneers.
I think the Bucks take it.
I can see the Cowboys upset. I'll ride with it.
Saints at Packers. I'm taking the Packers.
Packers. Monday
Packers.
Night Football. Yep.
Okay, that I would be surprised if that stayed Monday Night Football, but
I would as well. Okay, week
oof.
17.
Oh, this is an interesting one. Chiefs and Steelers.
I honestly
This
want
is
to give
one
it
of
to
the
the
Christian
Steelers.
games.
I want to give it to the
I
Steelers.
really do too, especially because they're on a losing streak, which is or not,
Mm,
which is not necessarily a good justification, but they're gonna need it.
it's good
And
enough that I'll pick them.
the Chiefs are like gonna have bad bounces down the stretch, and I think this is one of them. The Ravens at the Texans. I want to take the Ravens.
Agreed.
Yes, but give me a
The
Broncos
Broncos.
win.
You're
against the
taking the
Bengals.
Broncos?
Against
I
the
think the
Bengals
Bengals. I still take the Bengals.
This
on
is like
Saturday.
And the
one of
Bengals
the
need this for the division. This is the Bengals have to be fighting hard by this
wild
point if
card.
our predictions are correctly. Yeah, they're right. Sorry, for their playoff spot. So I think the Bengals.
Because
I'm taking the
okay.
Broncos. I'm taking Broncos.
Ooh, sorry, this is gonna take me a minute to think on this. I think Cincinnati's defense isn't good enough, and I think Zach Taylor's a fraud.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Denver. I think this is the season Zach Taylor gets canned, and this is why.
definitely
The
Chargers over
Chargers,
Patriots.
Chargers over Patriots. I
Mhm.
agree. And the AFC playoffs are pretty much wrapped up, except I'm taking the Jaguars over the Titans, so they're not.
Yep.
Bro. Okay.
Over the Titans?
It's the
Okay. Okay.
Titans,
Okay.
Yes.
the Jets, and the Bills. I'm taking the
Okay.
Bills.
I want to call the Jets upset. They barely lost to the Bills the first time around. And now
Um.
they have what's to say? They have Devonta Adams now, which is kind of a big difference in terms. And when the
They have
Bills do have
See,
Amari Cooper
here's my
now,
issue.
I still think the Jets are going to take the
Here's
upset in this
here's my
case.
issue. We've called a Jets upset every other week.
Well,
This is not gonna happen. It's gonna be the Bills over the Jets.
The other thing I was gonna say, Devontae Adams played in the first Bills game.
no, he
No, he
didn't.
didn't. No,
No,
he
he
didn't.
did
Never
not.
mind. No, I'm
No,
thinking the wrong
I'm
game.
definitely taking the Bills just because we've called too many Jets upsets.
The Dolphins and the Browns. I'm taking the Dolphins.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
I'm taking the Giants over the Colts. Actually,
Yep, I agree with that.
I'm.
Saints
Okay.
Raiders. I'm taking the Saints just
I
because the
want
Raiders
to.
are bums.
I want to take the
Oh.
Raiders. Derek Carr becomes the first quarterback to lose to all 32 teams,
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'll take the Raiders.
just because it's funny. Seahawks Bears.
This could be
In
an easy
Chicago,
Bears win.
I want to take the Bears. I do.
I'm gonna take the Bears.
I'm gonna take the Bears.
I'll stick with the Bears.
Cardinals Rams. Oof.
Cardinals Rams is a holiday game, and Cardinals always play well over the holidays. So I'm gonna take this because, like, you look at the way they performed against the Rams last time. Yes, they were injured, but they weren't at their most injured point. The only person they were missing was Puka, and that defense. I mean, it's a divisional thing, and Jonathan Gannon knows how to read that Rams defense. I'm gonna take the Cardinals there. It won't be as
Oh,
bad as it was last time, but I still think they'll get the win in SoFi.
I'm gonna take the. Oof.
Also, it's the holidays.
Falcons Commanders.
I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, I can agree with that. I'm taking the Packers over the Vikings.
I'm taking the Vikings.
I think it's a game where it's gonna set up an insane week 17, week 18. Sorry,
Yeah. Packers.
you're taking the Packers.
Packers.
I'm taking the Bucks over the Panthers.
Yep.
I'm
Yes.
taking the.
I'm taking.
I'm
and
taking.
Eagles. Eagles again. Or Eagles versus Cowboys in Philadelphia. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah.
Now
49ers
I'm
upset.
taking the Lions.
No,
I
I'm
think
taking the
49ers
Lions.
upset the Lions
Here's
here.
the thing.
I mean, we just had a Lions upset with the Bears last
They
week.
really losing 3 in a row, and I
The
think they're
Bears
gonna
aren't gonna beat the Lions.
No,
think
but
they'll-
the Niners aren't going to beat the Lions either.
I don't think the Lions are gonna let them win. I think they're gonna be mad after last year and want them out,
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with Lions.
and they can dictate that.
Definitely Lions. Here.
I'm taking the Chargers over the Raiders. I mean,
I agree.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the
Um,
so Chiefs Broncos in Denver week 18. I'm gonna take the Broncos, and I'm gonna mainly say that because I think the Chiefs are very secure in their playoff spot and division title. So I think they'll be resting their starters.
mhm.
So
You okay?
um,
I'm gonna take the Texans.
Over the Titans?
Yeah, Texans over Titans.
Yeah.
oh, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out, guys. The
Bro, you
Jags-
already picked the Jags. We haven't even gotten there yet.
Texans over the Titans. I'm taking the Jags over the Colts
I'm
still.
taking the Colts over the
I'm gonna
Jags.
take the
The
Colts.
Jags
I'm
are
gonna take the
not going to
Colts week
win that
18.
many games.
Oh, fun. Okay. But yeah, that makes sense. Um, I'm the Bengals are already eliminated, but I think the Steelers win.
No, I
Well,
think the Bengals
I
win.
don't know.
I think the Bengals win here.
I This is a tough one to be honest, because the Steelers are gonna be still fighting for a playoff spot, right? Or is it just
No,
No,
pure?
they've
this is
clinched.
cheating. Well,
Okay,
I
They're fighting
then
for
they're
a
gonna be
higher
resting.
seed, but they're
Then
going to be resting still.
so they're gonna be resting stars, which means Justin Fields will be playing. So give me the Steelers.
True. Yeah, I'll take the Steelers just because of Justin Fields.
Browns Ravens.
Ravens will be resting starters. So I'll take Browns.
Well, I
Yeah.
do want to see this actually. What happens if they? Okay, so I
Actually,
think
they're
there's
fighting for first in the division, aren't they?
no, they're not.
No, because they
They
lost to the Chiefs. So
they can move up to 2 if the Bills lose in this scenario, but I don't think the Bills are losing, and 2, I don't think.
well, no, I think again, Baltimore's gonna be resting their starters, so I think Cleveland's gonna
Yeah,
take it.
Yeah, we can
they
take
can't get
Cleveland
the
there.
one. They can't get the one. So
And then the Bills in New England taking on the Patriots, same thing. I think they're gonna be resting their starters.
I agree. I think New
That
England
means
will take a
Trubisky
win.
will be playing, so that's an easy win for Buffalo.
Oh, you're so right. Trubisky. Okay, that's a dub.
the goat is gonna win it for them and get them 1 seed. Seahawks Rams. I am taking the Rams.
Wait. Can we
Are
go
there
can we
these
go
teams
back?
fighting for a playoff spot?
Hold on. Hold on. We have to go back and point out that we have just created the most amazing storyline of Mitch Trubisky getting the Bills the 1 seed. That is actually like the most beautiful thing ever. We are the best script writers.
I told you. I brought the suit and tie so I can create the best predictions for your eyes.
That was so bad, but okay. Um as far as Seahawks Rams goes, they're both
Both teams are out of
eliminated,
that
right?
contention, right?
Yes, I'm
Yes.
taking the Rams.
So
So
it's
I'm
just
taking the Rams
divisional
at
bragging,
SoFi.
right? It's just divisional bragging, right? So I'm gonna take the
Loki
Rams
missed
too.
this. Loki missed this, so I'm taking the Dolphins.
Over the Jets?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
I'm
take
taking the
Dolphins over
Dolphins.
Jets.
Oh man. This one is
So,
going to be crazy.
so hang on. I want to get through the games that don't really matter.
Yeah.
Well, I guess these two don't really matter. I mean, I guess the Eagles could take the 2 seed, but actually, this one really doesn't matter. And the Falcons are going to beat the Panthers
Falcons
because they're going.
Panthers
Yeah.
does not matter, yes.
Even with their starters out, they're still gonna win.
Yeah, I would say they're just going to want the 2 seed, so they're going to kill them.
Ooh, this one is hard.
This is a
I'm
fight for the division.
This is a fight for the division in Arizona. It's hard for me not to be biased, but I am taking Arizona.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the 49ers. It was a very close match last time. I don't think the 49ers will allow that to happen again. So,
But Bears Packers,
Packers.
I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah.
But after Commanders Cowboys, so I want to
Commanders
skip.
are, I think Commanders have their spot kind of locked down. No?
No, they
No.
are fighting
So I
for the.
think
So I'm
they're
skipping it for a second.
they're gonna
I'm
take
gonna
it.
do Saints Bucks real quick. I think the Bucks are gonna win because they're fighting for a playoff spot.
Yep.
Hmm.
And I think the Lions are beating the Vikings.
When it
So the
comes to the Lions and the Vikings, I want to say the Lions are going to rest all their starters and the Minnesota can walk away with it, but it's a divisional game. The way the Lions have been, they love to embarrass teams. So I think
True.
they'll keep their starters in and just embarrass the Vikings. So I'm going to take the Lions.
this is an insane NFC.
This is crazy. Um. Okay, so calling it like I see it, just going down that line. I picked the Cardinals, Packers, Commanders, Bucks, Lions. Yeah, Lions still. Falcons. Are the Eagles? Yeah, the Eagles.
The Eagles are playing
Yep.
for the division.
Yep.
So here's the thing. So did y'all
Well,
all
I don't.
agree on all of them?
Yeah, that's what
Did
I
y'all?
picked for everything.
The only one we didn't. The only one we didn't agree on was Cardinals Niners.
What happens here?
I genuinely don't see the Cardinals losing in State Farm.
I still think the Bears are going to win, but y'all are not. Man, so this is what we're rocking with for the NFC.
Yep.
To recap for the regular season, the Bills are the 1 seed at 14-3. The Chiefs are the 2 at 13-4. The Ravens are the 3 at 12-5. Texans the 4 at 9-8. Chargers the 5 at 12-5. Steelers the 6 at 11-6, and the Broncos are the 7 at 11-6. Everyone else is 8-9 and below. So I'm not recapping all that. The Lions are 14-3 at the 1 in the NFC. The Falcons are 12-5 at the 2. Eagles 12-5 at the 3. 49ers 10-7 at the 4. Commanders 12-5 at the 5. Packers 11-6 at the 6. Bucks are 10-7 at the 7. At the 8 is the Cardinals at 10-7. The 9 is the Vikings at 10-7. The 10 is the Rams at 8-9. 11 is the Seahawks at 8-9 and below. That's all 7-10 and below.
Mm-hmm.
Playoff time. Playoff time. I'm taking the Chargers over the Texans in the wild card round.
I can see it.
Yes.
I can
Yes.
see that happen.
Oh, yeah. I don't love it, but yeah. I just don't love that it's those two teams.
I think Justin Herbert needs a playoff win at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the team to do it against as well.
Steelers Ravens again. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
taking the Ravens.
The Ravens.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Obviously, the Chiefs over the Broncos.
I agree.
Commanders Niners.
The Commanders are going to be
take the
so
Commanders.
mad. The Commanders are going to be mad that they lost the division. They're definitely going to take this.
Hmm.
Okay. Packers Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles too.
Yeah, Eagles. I don't like that
Bucks?
the Eagles are going that far, but it's the Packers. I don't think they're going to.
Hear me out. I'm taking the Bucks over the Falcons with Mike Evans back, and the fact that they lost both games barely. I don't think they're gonna let it happen a third time.
I'm still taking the Falcons.
I'm still taking the Falcons.
I don't think that'll happen, but okay. I'm taking the Ravens over the Chiefs.
I agree.
I am as well. Yeah. Ravens over Chiefs.
Especially after how week 1 went. Yeah.
And
I'm
Bills
taking the
over
Bills over
Chargers.
Bills over Chargers.
Finally, we're getting this AFC Championship. Holy. Eagles and Falcons. I
I'm
am
going to take the Eagles.
I'm taking
What
the
do you think?
Falcons.
Upset the Eagles early on, but I think the Eagles are going to take this one.
I'm definitely taking the Falcons.
I'm going Eagles. Commanders, Lions. I'm taking the Lions.
Lions. I'm taking
Yeah, the Lions.
easy.
Unfortunately, it's sad to see that the Commanders don't make the championship. Because I'm not gonna lie, they're totally robbed, and this NFC Championship should be Commanders Lions, but that's okay.
I think Eagles, Lions is gonna be the Lions.
Lions. They're going to make their
Yes.
first Super Bowl. Yep.
Okay.
There's
taking
no
the Ravens
case.
over the Bills.
There's no case for the AFC Championship. The Ravens are gonna beat the Bills.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'd rather than the Chiefs. Ravens, Lions.
Here's what I'm going to say. I want to take the Lions right here, but the Ravens are just such a... They're just... Lamar and Derrick Henry are just a disgusting duo. But I think overall the Lions are probably the more complete team. I think I'm gonna go with the Lions. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
I guess I'll piggyback off of what Ian was originally thinking, though. I want to pick the Lions so bad because I think that they deserve a Super Bowl. But no, it's got to be the Ravens here.
I'm taking the Lions.
Yeah, I see it as the Ravens.
All right. Well, I'm taking the Lions because I think they're the better team. So if you take a look at this very shiny, awesome, not really actually shiny bracket, we here at Footballers Anonymous are taking the Detroit Lions at 14-3 to win the Super Bowl over the 12-5 Baltimore Ravens, because we here at Footballers Anonymous value ownership and credibility, and our power rankings are better than Pete Prisco, which means we are objectively correct. If you disagree with us, too bad. No, I'm kidding. But let us know your thoughts about all our predictions. This is the bracket for those that are watching the video form. The draft order would have the Patriots at the 1, the Panthers at the 2, the Saints at the 3, the Titans at the 4, the Giants at the 5, the Raiders at the 6, the Browns at the 7, the Colts at the 8, the Jets at the 9, the Jags at the 10, the Bears at the 11, the Cowboys at the 12, the Dolphins at the 13, the Bengals at the 14, the Rams at the 15, the Seahawks at the 16, the Vikings at the 17, the Cardinals at the 18. After that, it's all the playoff teams. And here is the complete standings. I did forget to kind of shout. We had the Dolphins at 8-9, the Bengals at 8-9, Jags at 7-10, Jets at 6-11, Colts at 6-11, Browns at 5-12, Titans at 4-13, Raiders at 4-13, Patriots at 2-15. And then the Cowboys at 7-10, Bears at 7-10, Giants at 4-13, the Saints at 3-14, and the Panthers at 2-16. Thank you for joining us for this very special edition of Footballers Anonymous. I'm Alex. I am Mr. Electric. I am the Billsaholic, and I'm looking snazzy today. And I am here with Carson, the Cardsaholic, Ian, the Bearsaholic. And as always, Football Nation, we will see you in the next episode.